Students are currently preparing to write literature in English examinations in WAEC and NECO for the year 2024. This video helps candidates to respond to questions that may be asked, specifically questions on WAEC and NECO recommended prose texts. We'll discuss some tips on what the examiner expects from candidates and how to respond to questions. We'll use a past question from 2023 WASSCE Literature in English Examinations to explain further. Let's start with some tips on what the examiner expects. Tip number 1. In WAEC examinations, Paper 2 tests candidates on prose texts recommended in the syllabus. This means that questions are generated only from texts which have been recommended. Tip number 2. Unlike Paper 1, which includes multiple choice questions on general knowledge of literature, unseen prose passage, unseen poem, and prescribed Shakespearean texts, Papers 2 and 3 are based on recommended prose, poetic, and dramatic texts, and candidates are to respond in essay format. Number 3, the questions are posed to ensure that candidates demonstrate mastery of the recommended texts. Number 4, you are expected to either discuss character identifications, thematic preoccupations and contributions, or significance of characters, events, or literary elements, depending on how the questions are framed. Tip number 5, responding to questions, do not list your points but discuss them. Number 6, write in present form. And tip number 7, pay close attention to questions because a question may have more than one part. In other words, 2-in-1 questions require 2 main responses preceded by some preambles. Now let's demonstrate a sample question from Buchi Emecheta's novel, Second Class Citizen. Examine the contribution of Ada's first day at the Methodist School to the development of the plot. This is a 2-part question. Firstly, you have to discuss Ada's first day at the Methodist School. And secondly, articulate how this event contributes to the overall development of the plot. However, before the question is directly responded to, some preambles are necessary. These preambles show that candidates have read the text and gained mastery of the plot and thematic preoccupation. So, your first reaction is to connect the question to the related themes in the novel, which include patriarchy, gender, and racial discrimination. Discuss how patriarchy, education of the male child versus female child, gender, and social standing play out through this singular event. Use references or quotations from the text to demonstrate this. The second reaction should discuss the character Ada. Character identification is a crucial part of this question. So who is Ada in the novel? How does the author or other characters describe her? What does she say? What does she do in the novel? For example, Ada is the leading female character in the novel. She is married to Francis, later gets divorced. She is a breadwinner for her family. She works as a librarian assistant. She is a writer. Remember to discuss and make references to the novel. A third reaction is to explore the main thrust of this question, which is Ada's aspirations and disposition about education. To do this, explain Ada's fascination with Boy, who is her younger brother. She is fascinated about our younger brother's school. Also, discuss her envy and frustration of not being allowed to attend Ladin Institute, showing how these antecedents are instrumental to her sneaking on math and resulting in her first day at the Methodist School. Sequel to these very important preambles, you can now proceed to respond to the first part of the question, which is to recount Ada's experience on her first day at the Methodist School. For example, discuss how Ada sneaks out of the house in a clean but oversized dress. She finds Mr. Cole's class and enters the class despite the unfriendly attitudes of other pupils in the class. Mr. Cole makes her feel at home by showing great understanding and encouragement. He also offers Ada a seat with the boy with crocro on his head. Ada does not mind sitting with the boy due to her burning determination to learn. She is happy to have fulfilled her desire and she feels truly triumphant. For the second part of the question, you are to discuss the contribution of Ada's first day in school to the development of the plot. For example, This event shows Ada's curiosity and self-determination to get education at all costs, despite the societal attitude towards her. The incident provides background to the theme of patriarchy, gender and education, and the treatment of girl-child education in the novel. The event helps to unfold Ada's realization of her lifelong dreams and goals. The incident shows there is a fraction of society that does not support discrimination of girl-child education, like Mr. Pope. The event unveils a strong character and persona in Ada. Remember to discuss and not list your points. Make references to the text, and finally, follow the steps provided in this video to secure your maximum marks in the examination. Thank you for your attention. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.